setting. Now it is lifted.
That already looks better.
Not yet. Now it looks good, don't it? Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Now, I made a little bit of an oopsie. I got new wheels for the Jeep, but I forgot that I am going to need tuner lug nuts, I guess you call them, like or spline lug nuts, where they're smaller than factory ones and they fit in the hole. They fit in the... I'm gonna run down to 4-Wheel Parts in Carlisle real quick to grab some. I didn't have to worry about that on the Duramax when I got new wheels because I already had a brand new set, but I don't for the Jeep. Now, it's about a 30-minute drive, but with the LT, I reckon we can get there in about 20. There's that, and now I gotta climb in here like the old man that I am. Seat forward. And we made it. Love that color on the new Jeeps. I would have bought it, except for they didn't have one around me. That's gonna be a cool little Instagram pic. We're here at 4-Wheel Parts once again. McLaren, I know, I'm parked near a curb. If you got a truck or a Jeep, you should definitely check them out. They have so much cool stuff in there. I'm like a kid in a candy store every time I go in. Howdy. Thank you very much. Matches the Jeep pretty well, I think.
I thought so.
So much good stuff. I love it. I could spend $1 million in here. 2020 Gladiator, preferably black, but it doesn't matter. I guess they're gonna be covered anyway. All right, boys, we got the Pro Comp lug nuts. Met some people here as well, talking about the car, talking about Jeeps and trucks. Always a good time. What happens? You go anywhere with this car, like, you're gonna make friends. You're gonna talk to people. Don't go anywhere in a McLaren if you're in a bad mood, because you're gonna have to talk to people. And now we'll head back home. Actually, we'll head over to PDW and see if the beep is done. I do love that color. Dang it. Something like that. Okay, now we can head home. Okay, well, we got the lug nuts and the wheels and tires ready to rock and roll. And now I guess I'll get a ride over to PDW. We'll pick up the beep and we'll bring them back, mount these things, and finally the Gladiator will be done. Now, I've been waiting for this moment now for like a week. I've been waiting, and I've had the components. I got the lift kit, I got the tires, I got the wheels, and I've just been waiting for it all to come together. I can't wait to see what it looks like finally done. All right, Bobby, you ready? What do you got to tell me, bud? I'm ready.
So the starter or something on that side of the vehicle, which is where the starter is, it smokes pretty bad.
Ooh.
Ooh. So yeah. We're good, dude.
I don't see anything yet.
Maybe it was oil. I don't know.
Yeah, could. Well, your turbo's right over there, I believe, on these.
So my turbo's on fire.
You could be burning oil in the turbski. I was looking for this all day. Literally, I washed my car. I was looking for this.
I swear to God, it's because I had to put this sticker on.
I was like, where did I put the
Mark 19 sticker?
Glass cleaner.
That's the glass cleaner holder.
We're all ready to pick up my beep. Thank you, RF Racing, for the ride, by the way.
Gotcha.
Make sure you guys subscribe. It's running pretty good.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It feels good. It feels strong.
Dude, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's gone.
Is that for your light bar?
Don't even show that.
You gotta remember what the rest of the truck looks like. Look, you got no vent there. I mean, like that's the least.
Don't look at this.
Yeah,
look at all the other.
You're fine. We're almost at PDW. So you've got vehicles lined up all the way out in the field there. Shane needs help. Shane needs to hire like 10 people so that he can do all the jobs that he gets out here. I mean, it's crazy. But that's what happens when, I mean, there are literally very few good, reliable diesel mechanics around here that really know what they're doing. And Shane is one of them. There is the beep. It's lifted now. It is lifted.
That already looks better.
Not yet. Now it looks good, don't it? Ooh, Yes! Ready to rock and roll. Wow, that looks a lot higher. A lot better for sure. Now, is it gonna clear a 37? I don't know. I don't know. The 37 is going to be big. The bumper is coming off anyway, so that's not gonna be there, and that should be fine. The only thing I could see is we should be fine back there, maybe rubbing the front, but again, that's coming off. We're definitely doing bumpers, so that will not be a problem. Fenders should be fine. I wanna do new fenders though as well, as you guys know. Yeah, that's gonna look good. That is gonna look good. What do you guys think? The lift kit is done. Little FabTech 3.5-inch lift. We will be doing some Sawzall work shortly on potentially the exhaust components of the vehicle. I'm ready. I'm ready for 37s. I am ready. The Gladiator is gonna look so good. So it's already pretty high now, way higher than it was. I mean, like, now the steering wheel is kind of like chest height. So it's way higher, and then the 37s are gonna put it up like up to here. So it should raise it another like 8 inches or so, I would say, 8 to 10 inches. So it's gonna be, I mean, the floor bottom of the cab should be about here on it, somewhere in that range. That's gonna be high. It's gonna be sitting high. It is gonna be looking great. Heck yeah. All right, let's do it. You know what the problem is with that? It's a Ford. This is what I always wanted. I wanted Shane to tell, because let me tell you something. The guy who we got it from, well, I was there, but Bobby got it. The guy he got it from was a character. What? Self-proclaimed mechanic.
What the f are these 3-inch wires hanging out?
You replaced the transmission twice, and it still doesn't work, so...
And the 4-wheel drive he's got on some type of system where you got to go under the truck and tighten a bolt.
Yeah, you took the actuator off and made it manual.
What did you pay for this?
$1,000.
Oh, here we go. All right, I'll see you guys. You act like you don't like me, yet every time I come over here, you come waddling out of your little abode.
No, it's hot.
You work on vehicles with that?
Yeah.
I love Justin's truck. It's a Ford, but I love it. That's nice. God dang it. I can't wait for my 2020. Need a new truck. All right, we are in the Gladiator. Watch for motorcycles. I see them. Here they go. Looks like they're having a blast. I always see people riding on motorcycles, and it never looks like they're having a good time. The people riding them have a good time, but the people riding with the person never look like they're having fun. Anyway, we're gonna go home, get these new wheels and tires mounted, and let's do it. I can't wait to see what the Jeep truck is gonna look like. Well, get a good look, because in a second, you're gonna see the Gladiator go from poop to fantastic. In 3, 2, 1, bam! And the Gladiator is here, boys. It's here, and it's awesome. As you can see, that looks so freaking good. I love it. I love it. Now it looks like a proper Jeep. That's what you want to see. Wow. Oh my God. Now I did have one. I mean, look at that. Look at those black RHINO wheels with the little tan circle. Center caps are on now. So that's what it looks like when it's done on those Pro Comp 37s. Incredible. Now the only problem I did have, one little issue, they did rub pretty good, but Jeep is like really cool. And actually, I really like the fact that they do this. So Jeep knows that their customers like to modify their vehicles. They know that the #1 thing people are gonna do is put a bigger tire on it. So there used to be this big plastic piece right here. That's not gonna be there, and that should be fine. Let's go ahead and grab it for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. These little plastic pieces are just held in by some 7mm bolts. It goes in there like that. My guess is for just to kind of make it look more complete, and probably for airflow and for fuel mileage. But Jeep made this so you can just take this out really easily with these little bolts, and then you have way more room. See, when this is in, it's in like that. This is all the way down here, kind of like that. So when I first put them on, I rubbed like crazy. Rub is an understatement. I didn't rub like the whole time. It's not that I was just like rubbing. The tire was smashing into it. Once I removed that piece and it only takes about 2 minutes. It's fine. So now I can turn full lock, I'm good to go. And I have no issues at all. No clearance issues on the backside. Once you take that out, you are ready to rock and roll, and the Gladiator is looking epic. Now, I did go with an aggressive offset, as I said I was going to. So we got a little poke on there. Nothing crazy, but definitely a little poke, as you can see on the back as well. So yeah, it gives it a really nice muscular stance, but nothing that's gonna get you like pulled over all the time, or, you know, arrested, even if you have strict tire laws like I do here. I mean, I might get pulled over for that, but it's not bad. You're only out like, you know, a little bit. Really cool stance to it. So that is it, and I think now it's time for a little test drive. We're gonna get a Gladiator. I've seen a few comments from people saying like I can't decide between like a 2-inch leveling kit or a 3-inch lift, and I can't decide between 35s and 37s. Go with a 3.5-inch lift and 37s. I think it's the perfect size. 35s are a little small, and you know, 37s aren't crazy. Gladiators come with Dana 44 front and back, so you're good to go. They'll hold fine. And you really don't have to re-gear. I mean, yes, especially with the manual, you notice because you're doing the shifting. It's a little bit slower, but it's nothing like bad. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't even bother re-gear. Now, if I was gonna go 40s, I would re-gear, but 37s I think are perfect for this truck. It doesn't seem to have any problem driving with them. These aren't the heaviest wheels either. They're pretty light wheels, and you know, I'm not going with a super wide tire, so it's not, I would say each one weighs around maybe 75 pounds, probably not even that, so it's really not crazy. But yeah, if you got a Gladiator, you're looking at getting a lift and tires, I would definitely say 3.5-inch lift, 37s, perfect. Now, I must admit that I've already driven this truck numerous times before making this video, so with the new tires on it. So this is not a first impression, not a first drive, but really it's really nice. And I'm not just saying that because like it was my decision to go with 37s and these wheels and everything. I was a little bit worried, you know, 37s are a big tire. A lot of people kind of forget now because, you know, everyone wants to do 40s and whatnot. But 37s that's still big. I can tell you that 37s on a JK are really big. You know, even my old JK going with 35s was a pretty big increase in size and weight, and you could really feel that with the truck. The Gladiator does not really, you don't really notice much of a difference. I mean, the only time I notice a difference in acceleration and speed, especially with the manual, is starting out. Like sometimes with the stock wheels and tires, I would start in second gear unless I was going uphill. Now with these tires, you really can't do that unless you're pointed downhill a little bit. You can still do it. Otherwise, you have to ride the clutch pretty good. But that is the only time. Honestly, driving it like this, the only difference is I'm way higher off the ground. And you are a lot higher off the ground. A 3.5-inch lift might not sound like a whole lot, but once you put the tires on and everything, I mean, this truck is sitting probably over a foot higher than it was before, if not more. If I pull up next to a stock ride height new pickup truck, like a full-size Ford or Ram, whatever, see, we'll start in second here, and it's a little slow going uphill, but I mean, I was basically stopped and it still accelerates fine. Like, you know, you could feel the truck wasn't like bogging or anything. But if I park next to a full-size F-150, Silverado, Dodge, whatever, it is significantly higher than one of those trucks. So it's pretty tall, and I'll try to find one and park next to it for a picture. But I think 37s are the way to go. We do have the hill. I think this truck has like hill assist, so that kind of helps. But I mean, you can tell it's really smooth. We're in third gear already, doing like 20 miles an hour. Acceleration is really nice and smooth. So I would say 37s are the way to go for this truck. They look great. The sizing is great. Like where you sit on the road is really nice. It's good and tall, but not too tall, which I think is important. So I would say this truck is set up really good, if I do say so myself. I'm very happy with it. Again, it rides good. It's still a very nice daily driver. Now it looks amazing, and it's gonna do really well off-road. It's funny though, because now I really want to drive the Gladiator. Like, I woke up today with the choice of driving my McLaren to Dunkin' Donuts and to do my things before I started filming, I could drive the McLaren or this, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking the Gladiator because it just looks so cool. It's a neck breaker too. People really look at this truck, and they really didn't before it was lifted. But I saw, and my girlfriend said the same thing. She was like, man, everybody looks at this truck, and they do now. It's like it's actually, I was very surprised. Like, a lot of people were snapping their neck in traffic to see this thing. And it is a sight. Again, you haven't seen it like next to any regular vehicles, so like me saying it doesn't mean a whole lot, but when you see it next to, it's pretty big. Like, it's pretty large. That's what she said. I won't go on and on, but I wanted to give you a little test drive and my opinions of it after driving it for a day and a half. Would I recommend 37s on a Gladiator or any JL? Yeah, I think it's fine. 37s on this truck are like 35s for a JK. The new trucks are very capable, a lot more capable, and they feel fine. I don't think you need a re-gear. I think you could if you wanted to, but I think it's fine. I feel like with the automatic transmission, you would not even notice a difference at all. The only reason I notice any difference with driving it is, again, because it's a manual. So sometimes I might choose to start out in second, and I have to be like, oh, you know, I can't do that anymore. If I had an automatic, I would literally notice no difference at all. You can tell as I'm driving it around here, like it handles really good still. It doesn't feel all big and wobbly and like it's all over the place. And, you know, I'm gonna go around this corner here at a decent speed. Really well planted. I'll admit it's not a 600 LT, but it's pretty close. I mean, if a 600 LT is a 10 with handling, this would be like a 9.5. I'll also give you guys an update on gas mileage because I'm sure that is one area that's going to be affected in a big way, but we'll find out. A little mild off-roading here. Drive right down over this wall, no problem there because I'm in a Jeep and I have 37, so I can literally go just about anywhere I want to. I missed having a Jeep so much, and now I have an even better one. There goes a buck, he's running, check that out. Look at him go. It appears though we have lost the road entirely, so I'm not sure what happened to it. I'm actually not sure where I am. Gladiator is it's gonna look so sick. I can't wait to see it like in a dirt setting right up this hill. We are in fact in two-wheel drive. Oh yes. Ooh, let me get you out of there. Yeah, look at that. That looks so good. That's where a Gladiator should be. Oh heck yeah, boys. That is freaking sweet. The only thing is, what should I wrap it? Because I kind of want to match the wheels, even though I can paint them black, but I definitely want to do a wrap. And then again though, the black looks so good. Like the black with just that little bit of color looks nice. So I don't know, I'm kind of stumped here on the wrap. Give me some ideas in the comments. Let me know what I should wrap the Gladiator. We'll see. Give me some ideas. Woo! It's like, I'm telling you that it never looks like a lot on camera, but trust me, it was nerve-wracking. This thing is super capable. I mean, look how high the diffs are off the ground. Really high. Like my Duramax has a 12-inch lift, and my rear diff is like here. This thing is awesome. God, Jeeps are pretty sick. Sorry if the audio is terrible because the GoPro's still in its case, but I did get a little dirt inside, but that's fine. In conclusion, I would say the Gladiator is awesome, and I love it. I really, really love it. It is such a cool truck. You know, before I was like, it's you know, whatever, it's a Jeep truck, but now that it's the way I want it, the difference is night and day. You know, like my Duramax wouldn't be anything to look at except for the fact that I built it up into something really cool over 5 years. This truck, you know, only took me 2 weeks, but now it's actually something that I really, really love to look at. I'm proud of it. Like, I chose the parts, and I really couldn't be happier with how it turned out. And this is just the beginning, guys. We're doing so much more. We're doing bumpers. We're definitely doing a winch. We're doing like some other cosmetic stuff. We'll be doing an exhaust. shortly. So that should be fun. My Sawzall's been sitting in the closet there waiting, just waiting for the right time. But yeah, we got a lot more coming for this truck. And now that I got a little taste of the off-roading capability as well, I'm even more excited. Like, this thing is really, really solid. That four low is incredible on these. So yeah, more. I don't want to stop filming, but I feel like the video is already going to be 15-20 minutes long. Yes, I will end it, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up. Take care and have a great night. More Gladiator content coming your way shortly, and maybe McLaren content too. I don't know.